everyone, welcome back to my channel. Another year and another announcements. So if you guys don't know, or if you guys not aware of, for the last 48 hours, as of this recording, we are just had the Jump Festa weekend. So last year, and I'm gonna start doing it for annually now. Last year I started to talk about announcements of anime with TV shows, movies, or even OVAs that's coming out in the beginning of 2023. So now we just already had the Jump Festa weekend for the 2024 for next year. There are so many things been happening, but a lot of stuff been announced. But before the Jump Festa stuff, we have so many incredible news since before the Jump Festa weekend. So let me take you all back in October of 2023 and beyond before we head off to talking about the Jump Festa. So let's talk about the first thing that was announced at New York Comic Con. So the first thing was announced for the New York Comic Con is one of my favorite shows that came out on Crunchyroll, and that is called Tower of God. And it said here in the article from Crunchyroll, it says, "It's time to return to the tower where everything can be yours." During Crunchyroll's industrial panel at Anime NYC 2023, the official teaser trailer for the Tower of God Season 2 was shown and revealed for the release date in July 2024 broadcast for the upcoming second season. I'm looking forward for it. And I've been fell in love with the Tower of God series way back in 2020. And I never thought we gonna come to this and for the show to come out. And I'm very excited for it. So who the hell knows, they're gonna continue like I would say it's gotta be one of the best stories they ever told in anime during the times of the pandemic. So that's all I gotta say about that. Continuing on from the Anime NYC convention, not New York Comic Con, my mistake. Not only they announced in the industrial panel at Crunchyroll, they also announced for, you guys heard about Solo Leveling, right? Well, the Solo Leveling anime adaptation is on its way in January of 2024. Not only that, they already have the English dub ready to go. And I'm super excited for it. And I don't know what to say about this show, but I'm looking forward that's coming out in Crunchyroll in January of next year. And we have so many incredible voice actors from Funimation and, well, Crunchyroll. We're still going to call Crunchyroll. I'm still going to call Funimation. But still, this is the most incredible cast I've ever seen. And recently, I've heard that they did a premiere for the Solo Leveling anime. So maybe it's going to be good or maybe it's going to be bad. Anyway, next up is a legendary, one of my favorite franchises for until next year will be 40 years of this franchise, and that will be Dragon Ball. And same thing in the New York Comic Con convention from Akira Toriyama, and said that we're gonna have a brand new Dragon Ball series, not Dragon Ball Super, my friends. Like I said again, not Dragon Ball Super. We have a brand new show called Dragon Ball Daima. And if you see the picture of Goku in your screen, he looks like the kid that we recognized from the first time we met Goku. And what happened when he turned back into a kid in Dragon Ball GT. And I can imagine that the fandom are just screaming their heads off and going, why? Why they are doing this show? So it says here in the New York Comic Con panel, it said that the world's largest pop culture festival, the revealed included the series' awesome teaser and title logo, the series commemoration the 40th anniversary of the iconic franchise, and will be released worldwide starting in the fall of 2024. So what does that mean in the fall of 2024? Well, I bet it's going to come out somewhere in October of next year. I'm looking forward for it. And of course, Akira Toriyama and Masuka Nozawa, who voiced Goku for so many years, she's going to be reprising her role for Goku. So that is going to be very, very exciting. And I don't know what to say, because everybody, I'm looking at these images, I'm going to post it here in the video, but I'm looking at these pictures, and I'm just going, what? Everybody's turning into a kid, like, what the frick? But But yeah, I am looking forward how the story is going to turn out. I don't know. Before we come back to the TV side, let's talk about the movies been announced in pre-Jump Festa announcements. So we all know that in the next coming days, as of this video comes out, we got a movie coming out. Will be called Spy and Family Cold White. And Crunchyroll themselves just announced themselves and going, yep, we're going to have a worldwide release in 2024. I'm very, very excited for the new Spy and Family movie. And it said here that Catch the Forgers theatrically event next year. So I'm looking forward for Spy and Family on the big screen. I am super looking forward for it. So it said here that Crunchyroll is happy to announce today Lloyd, Yor, Anya, and Bond are arriving at the theater near you next year in a collaboration with Sony Pictures Entertainment. Spy and Family Cold White will release in North America, Latin America, Australia, New Zealand, and selected countries in Europe. The film will be available in Japanese with English subtitles and their English dub. I'm looking forward for this movie, and I don't know what the story would be, but I can't believe it. I love Spy and Family. I'd say this is one of my favorite shows throughout of 2022, and I think that I don't know. There's so many good shows I'd watched throughout of last year and this year, but Spy and Family, something with the show just unbelievable. It is. Like I said last year, it's so weird that we just had the announcement last year at Jump Festa, and now the Cold White movie is on its way for 2024 release. But in 2023, the movie's going to hit Japan first, and then it's going to hit internationally next year. I'm very excited for it when it comes out on the big screen. Oh my freaking gosh, I am looking forward for this movie since it got announced. One of my favorite franchises and my favorite character, his name, Conan Edogawa. That is correct. Movie 27 of Detective Conan. Oh my freaking gosh. I am looking forward for this movie after the release of Black Iron Submarine, and thank God I got to see it on the big screen. And now I'm looking forward for movie 27, and our newest movie that is coming out for next year in April, and that's going to be called The $1 Million Signpost. I'd rather call it $1 Million Star. That's a very good title instead of Signpost. Sorry I have to say that, but it is true. Anyway, this new movie is taking place in Hokkaido, and we're going to see Heiji, Kazuha, and Kid the Phantom Thief. And we're going to see some recognizable characters from the anime, and also including from her introduction from the Detective Conan's movie, Crimson Love Letter, and her name, Momiji. And there's going to be a huge dynamic relationship between Heiji and Kazuha. So, there's going to be continuation of the love triangle, so I can't fight. Anyway, I'm here to talk about the next movie, and I'm looking forward for this film. And I remember I saw the teaser trailer for the movie. Well, it wasn't a teaser trailer, it was like a little tease that was shown by the end of the film of the Black Iron Submarine. And I remember I took a hint of, it's like giving you a riddle of what's going to be happening next for the film. So I saw like Hokkaido, I heard Kid, I heard Heiji, and Heiji mentioned about a kiss. I'm going, a kiss? What's he talking about? And I've been thinking about it for 3 hours, like a detective. And then around 6:15 p.m., ready to start cooking, and oh my gosh, I figured it out. And let me tell you what it was. It was the Targeted Lips episode. And I'm going, oh, that makes bloody sense. So anyway, I am looking forward for this movie. And it's going to be out on Golden Week of 2024. And also, right before the movie comes out, we have a screening, a compilation screening for Detective Conan. And that is called Conan vs. Kid. And they're going to be focusing on the prologue with Conan and Kid the Phantom Thief. I am looking for what episodes they're going to show it. Oh man, I am looking forward for this. So I wonder if they're going to do the same thing like what they did with Hybera and the Black Organization from the Black Mystery Train compilation film that came out this year. So I'm looking forward to what they're going to do with it. Now back to the TV side. Demon Slayer is coming very soon. The Hashira training arc. I'm looking forward for this arc. And if you guys haven't continued watching Season 3, well, including myself, with the Swordsmith Village arc, you gotta watch it on Crunchyroll before it comes out in April of next year for the Hashira training arc in the spring. And also they announced saying, with the first episode will be 1 hour. And like what they did last year, they did a Demon Slayer World Tour for this, and I'm looking forward for this World Tour. And I think it's called Demon Slayer to the Hashira Training. Only in theaters, February 23rd. Oh, damn. I'm looking forward for it. I hope it's going to come out in March of next year for the English and Japanese, but who the hell knows. And I'm hoping, I made a theory about this a long time ago, well, a while ago, said was, after the Hashira arc, I think Season 4 is going to continue all the way through the final arc of the story. That's I gotta believe. Or, if they're gonna do a filler arc story leading up to the final arc of the story with a war in between of Demon Slayers versus the demons. Who the hell knows? Well, that's my own premonition for it. Now, the last news before I talk about the Jump Festa news. So let's talk about a series that I got into in August of 2021. And that show is called Shaman King. So we all know that the reboot of Shaman King that happened. So now we got a sequel of Shaman King called Shaman King Flowers. And I'm looking forward for this thing. And I think the show is coming out in January of next year. Yeah, here we go. January 9th of 2024. I am super stoked for it. And seeing Yo and the rest of our characters, I don't know we're going to see him in the show, but we're going to see the kids. So that means it's kind of like more Boruto, Naruto Next Generation. That's what I gotta think. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm going, oh god, here we go, another Next Generation series. But I hope it's going to be better than Boruto. So who the hell knows if it's going to be good or not. So now let's move on to the Jump Festa weekend. Holy freaking crap, there are so many things happened before, during, and after the Jump Festa weekend. So I already talked about before Jump Festa. Now let's talk about during Jump Festa. So the first news from the Jump Festa weekend, and that would be about a video game. And we all know about this franchise for a very long time. And I think it's been on since 1999 from the manga, then the anime came out. And the first anime came out in 2000 or 2001, I don't remember. But the reboot came out in 2011. But I am freaking talking about Hunter x Hunter. Yes, they got their very first fighting game. Oh my freaking gosh. And I'm looking forward for this game. Maybe I'll play it on YouTube maybe in the future when it comes out. Or, I don't know. So we all know about the story of Hunter x Hunter. We're going to see our characters Gon, Killua, Leorio, and Kurapika, and so many others. And I'm super excited for this game to come out. I'm super stoked for it. And I don't know if it's going to come internationally, but who in the hell freaking knows? Now let's talk about the anime. Oh my gosh. One anime show I'm looking forward, but the show has been on hiatus for a freaking long time. A1 Pictures, get ready. You announced it for us, but I'm very happy after long freaking years. I think because I got into this series way back in 2019. I'll talk about it in a future video. You don't know what the hell I'm talking about? Well, I'm going to say it now. Blue Exorcist Season 3, the Illuminati arc. I've been dying for this season to come out. A1 Pictures, what the hell? Well, I know they have so many projects. They got Sword Art Online, and they have so many others. Like, oh my gosh. Anyway, Blue Exorcist got announced at Jump Festa 2024, and they dropped their first trailer for it, and oh my freaking gosh, I've been dying for its return since when I started watching Blue Exorcist, and I fell in love with this show. I was like, holy shit, this is like the best show I've ever seen. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna be out in January 6th, 2024, and I love the freaking visual I'm putting on screen right now. It's unbelievable. You can see our favorite characters to it, and oh my gosh, I'm looking forward for Blue Exorcist Season 3. Alright, next up is My Freaking Hero Academia. My Hero Academia Season 7 in the spring of 2024. I got nothing to say about My Hero. I'm sorry. I decline watching the show. I'm sorry to say that, but if you guys still love My Hero, good for you. So that's all I gotta say about it. But there's one more thing I want to mention before we move on. Well, two things I want to mention before we move on. So that is, there is going to be some recap episodes called My Hero Academia Memories recap episodes. It will be broadcast from April 6th, 2024. And releasing for 4 episodes. And I think it's going to talk about from the very beginning to Season 6. And I think they're going to, what's called, if you haven't catched up with My Hero, it will tell you, or you can't remember the plot of the story from the very first episode, or from the first season, or whatever. I think they're going to expand that into a recap episode for the next 4 weeks. So I bet it's going to come out, so the main show will come out in May 4th of 2024. That's all I got to say. Another thing about My Hero is, I hate talking about this, but a movie. A bloody movie of My Hero Academia. Movie number 4 is hitting our screens in the summer of next year. And we don't have a title. But this film is going to be entirely original. And still don't know what the hell the story is. And that is all I got to bloody say. I think that was the first day of the Jump Festa weekend. So let's move on. So this is in between of day 1 and day 2. So it's been announced out of nowhere. And that is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Season 3. And they revealed a teaser trailer and a new key visual. I'm looking forward for the time that I got reincarnated as a slime. As you can see on the screen, you can see so many incredible characters we met from the first season, and now we're in the 3rd season right now after the success of their movies. So, and to be honest, I got to see the movie, and I loved it. But I want to watch it again until when I feel the premise of the show, until when I officially start watching That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. So, I'll take up my interest for it. Next up will be day 2 of the Jump Festa weekend. Oh boy, there are so many incredible shows were announced. And returning shows I'm looking forward for. And one is going to be about Bleach. Oh yes, Bleach makes a return for the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, Part 3, The Conflict. So I am looking forward to see Ichigo, Rukia, and the rest of our characters in the 3rd arc, well, the 3rd part of the 1,000-Year Blood War, The Conflict. And oh my freaking gosh, it looks stunning, beautiful, and the way they animated it, Studio Period, you guys killed it, and I got no words to say. It's freaking unbelievable. Next up is another favorite series I fell in love way back in 2019 with Blue Exorcist, and that would be Rurouni Kenshin's reboot. Oh my freaking gosh, one of the best story arcs in manga and anime history, and I am talking about the Kyoto arc. Oh my freaking gosh, I am looking forward for this arc. For well, I've seen the live action, pretty darn good, but to be honest, with the anime is just, you see the pure from the anime, the pure of the manga, it's just barely unreal. And seeing the difference in between the anime and the manga with Kenshin and the battle in Kyoto, it's just something different that I can't pick a finger for. It's just, oh my god, it's so good. But anyway, I'm just getting so excited because the Kyoto arc has been one of my favorite arcs in anime history. I think I did mention about best arcs in anime. I don't remember, but this is such a long time since I've done the podcast episode. I think this was one of the early days of the podcast. I don't remember, but anyway, yes, the anime will be titled Rurouni Kenshin Reboot: the Kyoto arc. I think it's called Kyoto Upheaval. I can't pronounce it. Sorry. The new season will air in Fuji TV in 2024. Oh my freaking gosh. I'm looking forward for it. Alrighty. We got a movie that is coming out. Everybody, we got a movie called Chainsaw Man the Movie, Reezy Arc. And it's been officially at Jump Festa this year. And fans were thrilled to learn that a movie of Chainsaw Man was officially confirmed with a teaser visual and a teaser trailer for this arc. Oh my freaking gosh, that's gonna be exciting. And to be honest, I have not watched Chainsaw Man. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, you can boo at me. I'm sorry, but I have not watched it just yet. I'm just curious after about a year or two until when I officially start watching Chainsaw Man. So when we get the release date for Chainsaw Man movie, I'm gonna start watching Chainsaw Man when I get to. So it is what it is. Alright, let's continue. So last announcement from the Jump Festa. But before I talk about the controversial that happened at Jump Festa, so right before the Jump Festa weekend, we just had an announcement that One Piece, yes, we're going to talk about now, One Piece, our next thing we're going to be talking about. So One Piece anime cracks open a new visual with a trailer for the Egghead arc, and that will be the beginning of the final saga of the story. Oh my freaking gosh, I'm looking forward. The Straw Hats' latest adventure is officially set to begin in January 7th, 2024. And I love the visual. You see Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Robin, Chopper, Jinbei, Usopp, Brook, Frankie. Oh, I'm looking forward for this arc. Now let's talk about the controversial topic. Well, we're going to be setting for 25th anniversary of One Piece, setting as a 25th anniversary commemoration project. With Studio and Netflix pleased to announce a production of The One Piece, a new One Piece project, but this project will be a recreation of the story of the original One Piece manga, kicking off from the East Blue arc. What? A remake of One Piece? Fam, we're halfway through the story, but, sorry, not halfway, we are near the end of the story. The final saga of the story. What the hell? And now you fucking... It's gonna make people pissed. It's gonna make people pissed off. Like, I can imagine people already pissed off already because after this announcement. Eiichiro, what you thinking? What have you been thinking? Oh, man. But anyway, I don't know if I'm looking forward for this or... But I love Wit Studio, and I love what they did with Attack on Titan and Spy Family, but I had enough. Now, the last two announcements, but this is right after 48 hours of Jump Festa. We just got an announcement of one movie and one returning show. And it's been officially announced, as of this recording, Tuesday, the 19th of December, 2023, and... one of my new favorite shows, Shy. So if you don't know what Shy is based on a superhero show based on a manga. And as of they reached their final episode on December 18th in Japan, they officially announced Season 2 has announced. I am looking forward for Shy. And I never thought this show is very good. And to be honest... better than My Hero. Better than My Hero Academia. Sorry I have to say that, but it is better than My Hero Academia. But I freaking love Shy. And I love how the character development and meeting our new character. And, this is unbelievable. This is a very good show. And if you guys haven't watched Shy, go ahead and watch it on Crunchyroll. The Japanese and the English cast, unfreaking believable. They killed it. So... I think that would be it for this year for the Jump Festa weekend, or even before the Jump Festa, or after the Jump Festa weekend. So, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell if you want to know when I upload again. And take care of yourselves, everyone. Stay safe, and have a safe Merry Christmas and peace.